Hey y'all, this is Kim with Creative Escapades, and I have this sweet little metal tray here that I want to try to embellish a little bit. I love this little saying in the center, so I want to keep that. The only thing I am concerned about right at this point is that it does have a little bit of give here in the center, and so I'm going to have to be careful. I'm going to use resin at one point to finish this, so I'll have to see how this works out. So what I do have is some gorgeous holographic vinyl that I found that has this pattern on it, and it's perfect for fall, and I thought it would go great with this little tray. So I want to put piece of this in the bottom, but I don't want to cover it all up. I want to cut the center of it out so that we'll be able to see the little thankful, grateful, and truly blessed. So we're going to see how this works. Sorry for moving it, but I got to try to get the exact measurements so that I can cut the center piece out of my vinyl, and I don't want to like cut it in half. I just want to cut the center out and then lay it in there. So I've got my measurements and I'm marking it off here, and what I'm planning on doing is making kind of a oval shape right here so that it will surround the whole thing, and see how this works. So I have finished cutting it out, and I've cut a lot of this video out too, by the way. But I think that's so cute. I just love that. So I do want to put something down underneath this to help hold and secure the vinyl to the metal tray. So I'm going to be using Mod Podge, and I'm going to just brush it in here all on the edges where the vinyl is going to be. And even though the vinyl has adhesive on the back, this will just secure it, and so that when I do put resin on it, that resin won't get under my vinyl and maybe lift it up. So my first challenge was trying to peel this off. I discovered that this holographic vinyl seems to be a little bit thinner than the other that I have worked with. And this is a Cricut brand, but it just feels different. The second problem that I had, as you can see, is that this little piece of vinyl really tried my patience. Trying to get it in here just right. I kept having to lift it up, and if I told you how long I actually worked on this, you'd probably think I was crazy. But I was determined that I was not going to be taken to the woodshed by a piece of vinyl. I worked on it until I finally had it, and then I just come back and I took it all out and started over. Still able to use, and right here we go. I am still trying at this point to argue with it and save it, but it just wasn't having it. The problem was that it wasn't securing down around the center part, and it may be because I cut that away and trimmed it, to fit in there, but it just would not lay flat. And I kept getting these little puckers. I'd fix one, and then it would pop up on the other side. And so I snatched it up out of there, and I'm surprised it didn't tear. That in itself was a blessing. So I was actually able to use this piece. And what I decided to do is add the Mod Podge directly onto the vinyl, and then add another layer into the tray itself, And then at that point, I was able to maneuver it and get it laid down there just like it needed to be. And it did take a little bit of work getting all the little bubbles out and being sure that I didn't have any little pockets of the Mod Podge in there that would dry and be hard or raised up and rippled underneath my vinyl, but it worked great. So while I finish this up, this is going to be the first part of this project, our first video of this project. And so if you have enjoyed watching this little piece of vinyl torment me, please click like and share. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so and ring that bell so you can see what this piece of vinyl will do to me in part 2 of this video. So I've got it in there, and then watch how easy it moves. See that? All that work that I did, and I promise you it was well over an hour. Yes, I was determined. But it just laid in there so sweet. And then any place that needed, like I said, making sure that there was no pulls underneath there, I was able to do that. And I did this for a little bit, and I let it set, and then I come back and I did it some more. And about 3 times I come back and got it all straight in there and looks good. And we'll be ready to do the part 2 when this cures and dries up under there. I want to make sure that it is secured to that tray. So thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in my next creative escapade.